What's up, peeps? Master Yoshi coming back at you with another video. Today, we're going to continue our top 5 2-stars that we got going on before we move into 3 stars. We're almost done with them. And then we'll get into some really good stuff. But today is going to be the Wind 2 stars. And these are actually... There's more good ones than the water ones. Sorry, the water was kind of sad. There's only like 3 usable ones. The wind ones you can use all 5 of these. But we're gonna start out with a monster that gets a lot of hype. But honestly, I think he's garbage. But he made the list because there's a lot of people that like this monster, and situationally, he is really good. Alright, and that's gonna be Ramagos. Ramagod. Alright, so people really get overhyped about Ramagos, man. Like situationally he's good, but other than that, he's garbage. So what does he do? First skill, Thrash. Lowers the attack bar of the enemy with a 50% chance. Does more damage according to your max HP. Okay, not too bad so far. Crouch recovers his own HP by 30% and increases your defense for 2 turns. Alright. And this is why people get hyped. Alright, Clean Shot. Attacks the enemy, inflicting the amount of HP you have lost as damage. You gain an extra turn if the enemy dies. What does this mean? This means potentially Ramagos can one-shot almost anyone in the game if he has low HP. And so what people do with him is they build him on a vampire build, and they wait for him to get low and they one-shot somebody. Kind of similar to the Wind Dragon Knight, right? If he gets lower in HP, he does more damage, and if he gets to a certain point, he ignores defense. Ramagos doesn't ignore defense, but he does damage based on how much HP he's lost. And you're gonna build him straight either vampire or full energy, HP, HP, HP. HP, HP, HP. As far as I know, the only monster I can think of that you are going to do that build. HP, HP, HP. And you're just going to wait for Ramagos to get really low and then say, okay, one-shot somebody. And then your vampire runes are going to heal you. You're going to crouch and heal you back to full. And then you wait on Clean Shot to come back off a cooldown. I think it's a 4 or 5 turn if it's maxed. I don't remember because I don't use him. But you guys have seen the videos of Ramagos solo and Giant speed 10. And he does, he does do a crap ton of damage, I will say that. But he's easy to counter. Like, you're not going to use him in real-time arena. You're not going to use him in arena defense or arena off or guild war defense. He's situationally good, but if your opponent knows there's a Ramagos, he's garbage, right? All you have to do is either stun him, CC, any kind of CC to him, stun, provoke, sleep, any of that. Provoke is ridiculous against Ramagos because he shits the bed. And then you're going to want to just focus him down last. You basically ignore Ramagos, let him sit over there and do his basic attack, and then you kill him last with CC, But yeah, that's Ramagos. If you guys like Ramagos, I'm sorry I talk so much crap about him. I just don't think he's good. But a lot of people do. He made the list just for you guys, There's some more garbage monsters I could have put in here in place of him, but I didn't. Alright, but let's move on. Next, we're going to talk about a unit that everyone gets. Everyone. If you are level 1 in Summoner's War, you got this guy. Royd. A lot of people are gonna flame me right now because I put Royd over Ramagos, but that's because I personally don't like Ramagos. Alright, you'll get over it. Royd is a pretty sweet unit for them to give you in the early game, because that's where he helps you, in the early game. Royd is going to be used for giants, and that's it. That's it. You're not going to use him anywhere else. It's going to be used for giants. And honestly, his third skill, you're not even going to use for giants. But there's a couple things you can do with Royd. You can put him on a swift build. You can put him on full HP or full energy build, or you can put him on like a bruisery type build, like if you go energy blade, and you're just gonna do either HP crit HP or HP defense HP. You know, one of those two, and Royd will be fine. If you want to go HP defense accuracy, you can do that too, because you basically want him for his debuffs, right? First skill does more damage according to your max HP, breaks the enemy's defense for 2 turns. Second skill attacks the enemy with a sword twice, and each attack has a chance to decrease their attack power for 2 turns. So 2 crucial giants debuffs right there. Defense break, attack break. You want both of those in giants. And his third skill, marking the target's attack bar to drop to 0, and puts a taunt on him. So if you bring an attack speed slow with you, you can really manipulate the giant's attack bar. And he won't taunt the giant, obviously, but it also does more damage according to your max HP. So Royd is a pretty sweet unit to have for giants. You can use him in PvP. Not the best idea. If you do use him in PvP, you're going to want to go brawler build. You're going to want to go swift blade or swift energy, HP, HP crit HP, or speed crit HP, and try to use him there. But mostly giants monster, and he's good at it. He's wind, so he doesn't take as much damage. You guys know the drill for that. Honestly, every monster on these lists you can use in giants. So if you pull these guys and you're trying to build a giants team, everyone on this list can be used in giants. Next, we're going to talk about a monster that really no one builds. You get him, you use him for fusion, and you never look at him again. But he's actually a pretty sweet unit. Lucan, the salamander. You know, the other 2 salamanders that we've passed so far with the fire and water one, they're not really good at all. Lucan is usable, right? So, and once again, giants B10, and that's all you're gonna use him for. That's it. You might try to do a stall team on your arena defense with this guy, and just have your enemy die to towers, but pretty much giants B10. So first skill has an attack break, 2-turn attack break, and if you're not bringing an attack break in your giants team, you better be bringing a speed clear team, because that giant hits hard. Sandstorm attacks the enemy with a gust of dust storm. I never even read that ability all the way like that. A gust of dust storm, alright? And deals continuous damage for 3 turns, and it does more damage according to your defense. And it actually, this debuff lands a lot of the time. You don't need that much accuracy on him for him to get the 3 turns of continuous damage. But you're still going to want to put some on him because he does have 2 essential debuffs for giants. And then his third skill, if shit gets hairy, removes harmful effects on him and recovers HP according to how many harmful effects you removed. Lucan is pretty sweet. I messed around with him on an alt account that we had, and he was the last one alive soloing the giant quite a few times. So Lucan is definitely really good at giants B10. putting the dots on him. I think this is even on a 2-turn cooldown when you max it. So every other turn he's putting dots on the giant. I think I had mine on a swift energy build. I think it was HP defense defense or HP defense HP, one of those two. And that's what we deal with Lucan. But there's Lucan, really good for giants. Next we're going to talk about most people's favorite early game healer. Honestly, I think he's a pretty decent raid healer too. But that's going to be Rakaja. Rakaja is super easy monster to get, as all of these are. They're 2-star wind units. And super easy to skill up. But he is a sick healer, you guys. First skill, it's a 2-hit combo. Decreases their attack speed for 1 turn. 2-speed combo again. 30% chance to stun. And then it does more damage according to his defense. Does not scale that well. Don't try to go defense, crit damage defense. He doesn't hit that hard, you guys. And synergy recovers the HP of everyone on your team. The recovery amount is proportionate to how many allies are still alive. And if you've got 5 people alive, it's going to full heal just about everyone on your team. It's a pretty strong heal. You're going to put him on a swift or a violent build, which early game you're going to put him on a swift build. Swift or full energy, it's up to you. And the reason you put healers on swift is because you want them to have more turns so their heal comes off of cooldown more often. The only problem with Rakaja is he multi-hits, which means the giant is going to counterattack more. But trust me, he can take it. He's pretty tanky. And then yeah, that's Rakaja. Sweet early game healer. Last but not least, if you guys didn't think that this was going to be the #1 unit on this list, you're crazy. That's Shannon. Shannon. Essential monster in the early game, easy to replace in the late game, but her kit is pretty sweet. So first kill puts glancing with a 50% chance. Good debuff to having giants. Decelerate attacks all enemies and decreases their attack speed for 2 turns. Really good debuff to having giants. Really good debuff. And then Pep Talk increases the attack power and defense for 3 turns. And max skill, it's either 3 turn. I think it's a 3-turn cooldown. It might be 4. I think it's 3 though. So you're pretty much gonna have a permanent attack buff and defense buff. AoE attack speed, which means she's gonna slow the towers next to the giant, and she slows the giant, which is freaking sweet. And then glancing on the first skill. That's Shannon. You're gonna put her on a despair build. You can put her on a swift build. She will succeed that way. But you're gonna want to put her on a swift build because of decelerate. It's a pretty low cooldown. I think it's 2 or 3 turns. And clearing ads to get to the giant. You're gonna slow them all down. You're gonna stun them. She's really good in giant. She's really good in raid. She's really good in TOA. She's just a good unit to have. She's good in PvP if you want to go PvP with her. So that's Shannon. That's the 2-star, top 5 2-star monsters that are the wind element. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, comment. We're doing light and dark units at the same time next. We're just going to do light and dark in one video because there's not that many 2-star light and dark monsters. And so it's going to be even harder to find the top 5. But we're going to do it. And then we'll move on to 3 stars. Be sweet. Follow us on twitch.tv/MasterYoshi. And we will see you guys in the next one.